After further extensive consultations, government has taken the decision to embark upon the implementation of Phase 2 of the easing of restrictions in the following sectors of our national life. Our churches and mosques have been open for prayers and services for the past 7 weeks, adhering to 25% occupancy or up to 100 congregants over a time duration of up to 1 hour per service. I extend my deepest appreciation to our religious leaders for their strict adherence to the safety protocols, which have prevented any known outbreaks since they restarted their services. I have sorely missed going to church, as I'm sure many others have. I'm therefore very happy to announce that in consultation with our church leaders, from 1st August 2020, the restrictions on the number of congregants worshipping at a time in church will be lifted, with the length of worship extended from 1 to 2 hours per service. Church leaders who are desirous of implementing this enhanced easing directive must ensure that congregants wear face masks at all times, and the 1 meter social distancing rule is scrupulously applied. These same guidelines apply to worship in our mosques. With greater number of congregants likely to return for worship, I would respectfully ask the religious leaders to pay even greater attention to the fresh air ventilation of their premises, rather than relying on the use of air conditioners. In consultation with the Ghana Tourism Authority and the health experts, I'm announcing the reopening of our nation's tourist sites and attractions so they can begin to receive visitors. Open-air drinking spots can now function. The management of these facilities are tasked to enforce enhanced hygiene and social distancing protocols. Beaches, pubs, cinemas, and nightclubs, however, remain closed until further notice. Our female under-20 and under-17 national football teams have been given the clearance to go into their respective training camps to begin preparations towards their FIFA and CAF-sanctioned international matches, which begin in September. Whilst in training, the playing, technical, and management teams must observe strictly all the protocols issued by government, CAF, and FIFA against COVID-19. All other team and contact sports and competitive sporting events remain suspended till further notice. In consultation with the Ministries of Transport and Aviation and the leadership of transport operators, government has taken the decision to lift the restrictions in the transport sector and allow for full capacity in our domestic airplanes, taxis, trotros, and buses. The wearing of masks in vehicles and aircrafts and the maintenance of enhanced hygiene protocols remain mandatory. Private burials, still with a maximum of 100 persons, can continue to be performed. Our borders, by air, land, and sea, remain closed until further notice for human traffic. However, given that there are Ghanaian residents stranded abroad, special dispensation will continue to be given for the evacuation of our nationals and residents back to Ghana, where they will be subjected to the mandatory quarantine and safety protocols. As I have said before, the phased opening up of our country puts an individual obligation and responsibility on each one of us. It means that we must continue to remain vigilant and respect the enhanced hygiene, mask wearing, and social distancing protocols that have become part and parcel of our daily routine.